Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first long play that I have ever posted on my channel. I'm super excited to test out this format. In case you don't know what a long play is, I'm pretty much just going to be building in real time with you guys. So I'm going to yap and I'm going to build, and you will watch and maybe build with me. Wish you could yap with me, but sadly this is one-sided because this is not a stream. But essentially it works the same way as a stream would, where you just would watch me build with unedited footage, I guess. So if that sounds interesting to you guys, make sure to grab yourself a drink, a snack, a blanket, get super comfy because this will be long, and I guess we'll just get right into it. So I'm here with my sim self. This is what I look like. But I'm just gonna have her move out of the way. And then just go into build mode. And so pretty much the first thing I do when it comes to build is I will find a reference photo, and I actually posted a couple on my page and like my community tab, and I asked you guys to pick which one you would like to see me do a long play of. And right now it's tied with the grandparents' house and the Willow Creek rundown house number 2. And so I'm going to go with the Willow Creek one because I do want to finish up this neighborhood for my save file, because as you can see, I have all these lots all renovated and updated. This is just the last one I have to do for this neighborhood, and then it's, you know, kind of complete for this area, which is super exciting. I mean, I still have to do the inside of the BFF household, but you know, we can deal with that another time. I just want to work on the outside of, you know, this lot and also the interior, but we'll see how far we get today. I might break this up into 2 parts, but I've done enough talking, so I'm just gonna you know, start. This is definitely like a weird experience for me because I don't usually talk when I build. I'm usually pretty focused and silent, so you know, if I do go silent at times, I think that's just the nature of long plays where that's kind of bound to happen. But if I do, you know, listen to the background music, or, you know, listen to your thoughts. But yeah, so I follow the reference. Like whenever I use a reference, I usually follow it pretty closely, at least at the start, and then I can kind of tweak it from there. For example, in this house, I know that I want it to have a garage, which the reference doesn't include. It has a long driveway, but there's no garage, and so I'm thinking that that's something I'll probably add. And also a door, because in this reference the door is boarded up, and that is not gonna work for our Sims because how are they supposed to get inside? Yeah, this is a pretty generic shell of a house because, you know, I figured for my very first long play, I'm just gonna want to take it easy, and see how it goes. Like, I don't want to have to overthink anything too much. So that's kind of what I'm working with. This does actually have some raised terrain as I'm looking at it. Also, make sure to put it on the screen so you guys can, you know, see what I'm talking about, and maybe I'll also put it in the description below so that you know, you can follow along. So you can kind of already tell that I've made something different. Like this little bump out section is actually like covered with fence, which I guess I could do, but if I do that, then it's like, you know, it's just literally one cube. Like this is the house, which is not, maybe not exactly what I want. So I'm thinking like I can put this little bump out here, and then maybe I'll actually put the porch over on this side, and then maybe they can like come up through this area, and maybe we could even put like another roof and see how that looks. And I'm definitely gonna add in like a chimney and stuff because it just needs something more than what is currently here. I'm not entirely sold on this roof, so I'm maybe just gonna remove it for now. Maybe honestly like the side doors here, or I could use like one of the roof pieces from here. And also this build is going to be pretty unfiltered, so, or I guess video, so if I make random sounds, I do apologize, but you know, it's just me thinking and processing, so hopefully it's not too bothersome. But if it is, you can let me know and I'll keep it in mind for like future long plays if I do more, to keep the random noises to a minimum. But I'm trying to think of like ways I can make it more interesting, but honestly I think I just need to start putting things down and then, you know, seeing where it takes me. So I'm gonna try putting the stairs here. I'm not gonna like really worry about color swatches or anything just yet, because, you know, I can change that later. I just kind of want to get the shape of it, but I'm already realizing that I want like the bump out. If this area is going to be the porch, I want to move the bump out to the other side because I think it'll work a bit better, because in the reference photo, like the stairs kind of line up with the middle of the lot. And I'm also going to make sure to add in a car and stuff, because I like to do that with all of the houses in this area, because I really like how real it makes it feel. And yeah, so that's kind of going to be my plan. Maybe I'll put in like this matching brick foundation for the time being. And then maybe just like, I can't decide if I want the garage to be attached or not, but maybe detached is better because this is so high up and we'll have terrain and whatnot. So I think maybe a garage just on like this area will probably be best. I could do the roof like this, but then that's kind of a lot of the 3 points facing the same way. So I'm just gonna rotate it. And yeah, I think maybe that's a bit more garage-esque. I mean, I can reference this one. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better for a garage. It's definitely a skinny garage, so I'm wondering if I can bring it over one. And yeah, okay, I think that's like a decent-ish start. Maybe I could, I don't really want to do the house like this because that's kind of really boring. So maybe I'll also put like the chimney, I'm thinking on this side. The way I usually pick where chimneys go is like, I just, like if I notice the side is really flat, I'll pretty much just add a chimney. If I don't want to add like some other kind of bump out, I'll put a chimney. And for this one, I'm going to make it like a 3 tile wide one that goes into a 2 tile. And so the way that I like go about this is I take the roof, if I could rotate it. So I take this, what is this, half gabled roof, and I drag it to 1 tile, and then I take these little corner arrows and I drag them in, and then same with the top there, and then make sure that it just sits as a 1 tile roof. So pretty much if it wasn't sitting there, this is what your roof would look like. This is kind of turning into a tutorial now, but hopefully you don't mind. Yeah, and then I pretty much just drag it to wherever I feel it works. But actually, I'm realizing 3 tiles may be a bit obnoxious. So I'm going to have it go 2 tile into like 1, like this. And then I'll just duplicate this for now and turn it into the half wall size that I need later. And that's pretty much how I do my roofs. This is like obscenely tall, so I'm actually just going to change that now so no one starts shouting at me. Even though no one could, because this is not built, like it's not a live stream, you know? So that's probably, yeah, we'll probably do it like that, and then I can find like a chimney to put in there. I'm trying to think. This one could be pretty good actually, but then we kind of have that same issue of like all those pointed, so maybe I'll just rotate it like that for now. And once again, I can always change it and come back to it. I'm just trying to get like the general vibes, but I can already tell that I want to move this much farther back because I really want it to be like a long driveway, very much like the reference picture is. And maybe also, I guess if I want there to be terrain, I should probably add it around this point. Okay, I'm thinking that's maybe a little bit too tall. Okay, I'm gonna have to delete the stairs for now. And we'll just smooth this out. Okay, there's kind of like in the reference, this front bit is like the sidewalk and it's flat. And though there is the sidewalk here, I like to make the sidewalk continue up a bit just to kind of mesh them together. So honestly, this is probably like what the terrain will look like. And it's not all the way on the foundation, so I kind of want to bring that down a bit and then smooth it out. I don't really have any tips or suggestions for this like terrain manipulation. I just kind of do whatever works and go from there. It's just a bunch of trial and error for me at least. And then I have to figure out which of these is the correct one. I think it's this one. Yeah, that looks pretty similar to me. These are 2 tile wide. That's 1 tile, 1 tile. I think on this side, maybe I'll make it 2 tile just for like consistency, I guess. But maybe I could like take out some chunks here and make it like grass, but maybe that's a little weird. Yeah, I don't like that because it's kind of like already like this. So I don't want it to be too repetitive. But also, I don't know what you guys use long plays for. I don't know if you use it to like build along and just have some background noise, or if you use it to do chores or whatever. But feel free to let me know what you are doing while you watch this or listen to it. I take no offense if you're using it like a podcast or something. I know I like to use them to sleep sometimes, or yeah, just like some background noise when I don't really want to listen to music, which seems to be a lot recently because I'm in a big music rut. So also, if you guys have any music suggestions, please give them to me, because I hate all music right now, and that's not I don't like to be in that mindset. So I'm gonna, okay, so this is kind of what the layout is looking like, but I think the terrain is definitely a bit too sharp. So maybe if I just put it like over a tile, then I can smooth it out a teensy bit better. I feel like I really want it to be subtle. This is like a bit extreme, so I just want to kind of be like maybe a little like this. But I want it to be a bit, oh my goodness, I want it to be a little bit more flat here. Oh, I was using the wrong tool, that's why. Interesting. Maybe if I just bring it out all around, maybe I can put shrubs on the side to kind of hide, you know, this odd little shape here, because in the photo I'm using, it's actually like a overgrown grass situation, which I do think I want to replicate. So I'm pretty sure Sims can step up like just onto this one stair, but I'm gonna go ahead and add some more stairs just for the fun of it. I wonder actually if I should maybe even bring these in like one more incremental. Is that because that's there? I don't really know. Or is it just because of my terrain? Or actually, I guess that's not too bad right now. I mean, I wouldn't recommend just like jumping into the terrain until you're happy with the shell, which I realized I didn't actually check if I was. So I may regret this choice. But you know, we're experimenting, we're testing out some things. I just really hate how like this dirt is so harsh when it's really tall, because like I don't want it to look like that, but you can't use terrain paint to cover over it like this stuff. The dirt will still be there, which is a little bit frustrating. Yeah, so I think that's probably okay for now. Again, we can always come back to it later and test it out. So I'm just gonna like roll with this and see. Maybe, do I want the house to go this way? No, I think it's too much reflecting like that one, but I could possibly turn this one. But then is it kind of like, girl? Okay, we'll just stick with the reference photo for now, and then, like I said, go from there. So maybe let's go ahead and try and figure out like what I could do for the roofing here. If you're like, oh my gosh, you have so many more things than me when you click on this, it's because I'm using the Better Build and Better Build and Buy mod, which is from Twisted Mexi. I always have that in the description below because it's typically never not in my game unless I've just updated and need to get like the new version of it. But pretty much what it does is it just like categorizes all of the debug items in the game in live edit, which are like all these hidden objects that you don't usually have access to unless you put in some cheats. And so that's why my menu looks like this. So it just like categorizes things for you. For example, like if I go into the fridge, like I have all these debug food items, right? And then like if I scroll to the bottom, I can get to the actual fridges, but it takes like anything debug that might be considered like food and it puts it in that category for me. So that's why my menu looks a little bit different. And if you're interested in getting this, like I will leave it in the description because it is totally free and the best thing to ever happen to me. That kind of rhymed. But also what I love about it is that you can duplicate debug things, which usually if you put in the cheats, you have access to debug, but you don't, like you're not able to duplicate the things, which is very frustrating because then you have to go through that long menu and, you know, like refined whatever it was that you had, and it's the bane of my existence. So I just love having this mod, and I would highly recommend it to anyone who builds a log because it just saves you so much time. And what I've been doing like on these lots, well, I guess I didn't do it here. Is there anywhere I could show you an example? Apparently not. Oh, maybe you see over here where my cursor is, like I put it on a slant to kind of transition it a little bit better so it's not like so blunt if it's like one tile. And so the way I do that is if you hit Control F if you're on PC and Command F if you're on Mac, and then you'll get like these quarter tiles, and then you can just kind of like place them in whatever format you want, but I use them to make like this little slanted thing. I'm wondering actually if I should bring it down even more, just for an even smoother transition. Yeah, something like that. And maybe I'll leave it for this spot actually. I might come back to that, I'm not entirely sure. But now I have like the super long driveway, and arguably, is it too long? Should I make it a little less crazy? I could also, I'm thinking, the reason I want to add a garage is because I'm kind of thinking that maybe this house has some musician sims, like wannabe musicians at least, like they're not quite there yet, but they have a dream. And so maybe the garage is their practice studio. So that's kind of what I was thinking for that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing some wallpaper because I need a bit more than what I have. So immediately looking at this, it's like a weathered white paint. So I'm thinking either like this island living one, the walk the plank in the first watch probably, or maybe I could do the one that stuck out to me the most when I saw this was doing the werewolves one. However, it would appear that the werewolves planks have escaped me. So, hello. Oh, here we go. I forgot that they start in like the dark swatch. So I could do something like this, which matches actually really well with the reference. Or I could do something a bit more subtly destroyed. However, I wanted to use this, but then I just remembered that I have it on this house over here. So maybe I just change the color of it because it doesn't have to be a white house. Could I get fun and add some color with it? Or maybe it's like brown. Just gonna kind of read the vibes of the other houses. All of these have like the base game sidings because originally my save file was gonna be base game only or like pack restricted, but I'm very sorry to announce that I did not stick with that because, you know, I spent a lot of my own hard-earned money on it, and I want to use all the packs. But I think one day I would like to make a base game only save for you guys. Okay, none of these wallpapers aren't speaking to me particularly, except for maybe like the dark brown, but is it too dark in comparison, or is it too close to that? Things to think about. Things to think about. I could just try like another siding, then adding like wall decals that make it feel like mangy, I guess, if you want to use that word. Or maybe I just use like the gray. Maybe the gray could be kind of cool. Let me try that for now. And then in terms of roof, I want something that looks really disheveled. So these shake it up tiles look like maybe my best option. But now this looks too like, excuse me. Now it looks a little bit too dark, I guess. It's giving like the Goth family, but if they were poor kind of vibes. So maybe not. Maybe not. I think, is there like a lighter gray? There's the brown. There's all of these browns. But like I said, I feel like that's a little bit too dark. I really kind of liked the light wood. I don't know if I want the vertical planks from Island Living. I'm not sure if it's the vibe or not. Ooh, I could try out these ones. These are some base game planks that if you look up, woo, if you look really close, are like a bit more worn and stuff. Same with these ones. So I could try something like this. It's called Industrial Interest. I could do a lighter gray, or I could do like brown, or the darker gray. This light gray I feel like I use over here, but honestly it's like far enough that I don't really mind using it again. And I'm thinking maybe also I could change the roof color. But again, I don't want anything to be like too duplicate, so I'm gonna try and, you know, avoid doing too many of the same things that I've already done in this area. I'd really like to use the horse ranch one, but feel like, maybe not. What else could I use instead? Like I kind of like this one just in like its most basic swatch. I'm gonna do something like this, but okay. Let me try adding a trim and see if that helps. I'm thinking like gray trim, because I feel like it looks a bit like cold, and I guess I kind of like that. Ooh, wait, that could actually be kind of cool. If it was maybe instead of it being a garage, it was like a converted shed or something. But I don't know if that makes too much sense in this neighborhood. If it's like a giant stone building, that's not very, it doesn't seem very Willow Creek. So I could also try something like this, which is the Seasons wallpaper, but that's too like cabin. If I did, I'd like it like just on the garage, which I don't necessarily hate. But again, I think for a garage, maybe it does not make the most sense. What is this? Garage is brick. I guess like it's not the worst thing, but I think a brick garage makes a teensy bit more sense. I could do this stone matches the color perfectly, but I don't think I want it to be that matchy because it's not that rich of a place. So there's also these garage doors, which we have. Okay, well this one's like an activity, but it's also a debug item. But this one is an activity from what's it called? City Living. That's what I meant. And I didn't use it on the other one because I was thinking like, again, base game only, but I feel like I used it over in that house. So I'm just gonna go with it because, as I've mentioned, it's no longer a base game only save file. Yes, I think I like how that looks, but I kind of want there to be like windows, but I'm pretty sure that I cannot put windows. Yeah, I can't, like, this will cover the windows, so I probably will just have to put the windows on the side. Ooh, could I use like these werewolves windows and then maybe make the siding gray instead? Kind of looks like a face. Okay, maybe I won't use those and I'll just do like these little light box windows, which are base game. I could do some, whoa, never mind, not something like that. Yeah, I don't want it to look too like cottagey because this is not a cottage. This is a residential area. And maybe just have like one on either side. And if you're wondering how I'm like freely placing it like this, you just hold down Alt and then you can move it freely as you wish. Should it have more windows? It could have more windows, actually. I do not despise that. I think I like it symmetrical, but maybe I'll change that later. I'm wondering if I should bring like the roof line down. That looks a bit goofy. It kind of looks like a bunker, which is not the original thinking, but I guess it can work. I'm definitely changing this platform now because that red brick is not gonna work for me. I kind of like this one maybe, or maybe just like a really simple base game one. Most of it's probably going to be covered up with plants and stuff anyways. What did I use in these other ones? Oh, that one's like stilted. That one I used the brick, and that one doesn't really have a foundation. So wait, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I was gonna try and connect the two buildings, but the platforms aren't the same, so it wouldn't work, which is what I had anticipated originally. So let me think. I could do like this cats and dogs one, which is like wood, which I kind of like. And also, if you've noticed that my voice is getting quieter, I'm kind of trying to like keep the vibes of this video a little bit more chill. I know the intro wasn't, but that's just because I was really excited about this, but I'm gonna try and keep it a little bit more chill for anyone who likes to use these to fall asleep, because I know I do, and I just like to have something that's kind of nice and consistent. So yeah, that's why I won't be talking as boisterously. Ooh, dare I like that? I might actually like that, so I'm gonna try that. It's a very gray house, but maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, that could definitely help if I pick the sheet metal for the roof. That's very good. That's very good. I enjoyed that quite a bit. The only thing I'm not really enjoying is like the color. Everything's just so like bleh. So I kind of want to like make something have a pop of color. What if I made the garage like red? Is that too much? I could also just do like brick. Ooh, I actually kind of like that. Like this black brick. I kind of prefer it with the lighter gray. Ooh, or the brown brick honestly could be really nice. Ooh. Okay, now I feel like I have so many options. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try this brown brick for now. And maybe switch up the roof trim color, but it's probably okay for now. I think what I'm gonna do is go in and add in like this fence bit that I'm seeing in the reference photo, because I feel like that would help bring it together. So I just have to try and find the fence. Oh yeah, I want this but like without the barbed wire, so this guy would work. Yes, and there should be like barbed wire. Ah yeah, here we go. So this is like the version without the barb. Ooh, actually I'm wondering if I have this fence over here, because this fence is like pretty common to what I see like in my areas at least, but I really like how warped this one is, because it looks really like janky and like it's about to fall apart at any minute, which is pretty much what this house looks like. So I wouldn't mind communicating that vibe, but maybe I use this at like the front of the house instead. And I'll just go with this for now on the side. I want it to be a bit smaller though, because this is a bit crazy. If you want to shrink things down, I use the left bracket key and then use the right bracket key to size it up. So you can pretty much go for like, you know, you can get some pretty decent sizes, but if I can't get the exact size I want, I will use the tool mod, which again is another Twisted Maxi mod that I always have linked in my description. Okay. So, okay, that's gonna be a bit too long. So now I'm just gonna take a single piece, shrink it down, and rotate it, and do that again. I'm wondering if I want this one to go on a slant though, to kind of bring it inwards, but I think I want a bit more space behind the garage, so I'll leave it for now, and just do it like this. And one more. Okay, now this probably has to be angled. And then I guess I shall repeat the same thing on the back, unless I want it to be like a different thing in the back, but nah, I don't think so. I think I will keep it the same and try to keep it pretty similar. So, okay, if it goes like that, I'm gonna try and line up this angled piece instead of trying to line up all the longer pieces, because that would be tedious. So honestly, that might be the best we're gonna get. I'll put a shrub and, you know, cover it up. Don't look too close. Then we'll flip it and shrink it. And then will I continue it on this side? I think I'll probably continue it down to like the chimney area here. And then also I'm gonna put this brick on the chimney to kind of make it match. But it looks a little silly like this, so I'm gonna go ahead and find the one that doesn't have the columns, which is this one, and then just replace it so that it doesn't look as goofy. And then I'm gonna take this again. Ooh, actually I could maybe just like shrink it down here. Yeah, maybe that's a bit better. And then I will take this one. Okay, this one. Oh, what the heck? I didn't even realize that I put this on a different level. Oh, so it's gonna be like that, huh? Well, I don't want it to snap. I don't want it to snap to the platform. Please. I might have to use a tool mod to bring it down. Oh. Okay, there we go. We'll try that. And again, I will use a bush to cover up anything that looks slightly off, because I know that it bothers me and I don't want to bother any of you guys with that. So I will try my best to fix things with landscaping. Honestly, there's nothing a bush can't fix if you ask me. Interesting. We're getting into some very odd shapes right now because of this dang platform. Oh, okay. You know what? That's pretty good. And then also you're like, girl, that's unfinished. Don't worry, because there's individual poles. Thanks to the debug menu. And then I'll just merge it in like this. And no one will know any different. Okay. So I'm kind of liking how that looks. It's definitely a bit flat over here, but I will adjust that with some foliage. I'm gonna go ahead and add in some trees. I feel like this is definitely not the usual method I would build in. Like I probably would have windows and doors in by now, but I feel like it needs a tree because the lot looks very plain. And you know, if you think a bush can fix everything, imagine what a tree can do. So we're gonna go ahead and put in a tree, but I am unsure of which tree. I really like putting these like pine trees in here. I know that Willow Creek doesn't technically have like any around. They got the swamp. I always forget that that's over there actually. I was like, where am I for a second? But I think that I'm just gonna go ahead and add in some more pine trees because I like how, like, I'm not even sure how you would describe it, but I like the vibes. Okay, so I'm gonna add them. Then there's also like this deadish looking tree, which maybe could be nice, but I kind of need something taller in the back. Like, ooh, yeah, like this one I'm thinking. And then we'll put that like behind the garage. I don't want it to clip too much. This one could maybe go in the front actually. I don't want too many pine trees though, because it's not like a pine tree area per se. So I'm gotta keep it to a minimum. Oh, I do like this tree usually, or this one if I need like a smaller one. What else do I like to use? Oh, this one is one of my favorites. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in because this is like my favorite color of green ever. As you may be able to tell by my channel banner and like intro and stuff, I love this green. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it. I'm thinking like here, kind of blocks that a little bit, but not enough for me to not include it. Okay, I kind of like how that looks. Usually when I'm building, I try and like, oh, there's my there's my sim soul. I try to like, at least for the exterior, I try to build it so like I could have a nice thumbnail or something. So that's kind of how I base my tree placements. But sometimes I need to change them because like on the gallery, like if I had this tree or some, well actually that's maybe not the best example. If I had this tree, it like, if I put it over here, it looks like fine from when you're in the garden and whatnot, but if I were to upload it to the gallery, like this would completely cover the top down view and then no one would be able to see the house, which is not what I want. Although that does actually look pretty flippin' majestic, but I would include it. So maybe I could put like this tiny tree back here. Okay, I'm maybe going a bit overboard with the tree, so, but actually I want another one back here that has like a bit more height. Palm tree is definitely not the vibe. Could I do this one? That's not bad actually, I don't mind that. Okay, I'll go with that for now. And maybe now like I'll start working a bit on the front and like windows and everything. So from what I can see in this picture, I feel like windows that would work really well is either like these ones, which is a base game window, or the high school years one. The high school years one kind of fits the best because it's like very simple, which matches that, but this is base games though. I always do this thing where like even if I've committed to it not being base game, I'm still always so conscious that I just like restrict myself, but then I'm like, it's not a base game build, like I don't need to use just base game items, but then I like feel bad if I don't use base game items because I totally get not having the packs. So I will make like a base game only build for you guys soon because I'm starting to feel really bad that, you know, I use like so many different packs all the time. And I want everyone to feel like they have access to nice builds without having the pack. So I will try my hardest for you guys, but that is not today's mission, sadly. I gotta figure out what kind of door would work for this. I don't want anything like this is like crazy. Don't use that because that looks like it's about to fall off its hinges. So I could use, that's a bit boring. I really like this this door from Laundry Day that has the curtain on the window. I feel like it's so, I don't know, I just love it. I don't know how to describe it, but I just think it's a very nice door. Oh, that's a bit spooky. I could just do like one of these simple ones. I have it over there and there, and that's a double door. Trying to think. I don't know if it calls for like a double door. I feel like this isn't a double door type house. So maybe I could just do one with like out the window in it. And it's just kind of like this. And then I was maybe gonna do like this, but that's kind of looks a little odd. I don't know if that bugs me or not, like this little clipping here. Maybe let's go with it doesn't for now, but I'll probably have to change it later. I'm thinking, what if I do like brown windows? Because I don't tend to do that. Like most of these are like, oh, actually that's gray on white, but I guess there's some brown there, but or do I just like keep it classic with the white? So much indecision, and I don't even know how far into this I am. I'm also currently debating if I want to add these shutters from Horse Ranch. Okay, that's definitely a bit big, so I would like shrink them down or just like stack it like this or something. I could maybe do those in like a green, or which colors look like weathered? Honestly, I don't mind the green. If I did like the green with the white, I kind of like that. I feel like that could be fun. But also, if you guys have ever wanted like shutters but don't have Horse Ranch, what you can do is there's actually this base game window, if I can find it. Yeah, this one, Shutter to Think. And you can just like, if you hold Alt, you can freely place it and like merge it into the window. Like so the frames kind of line up. And then you pretty much have shutters. So that's kind of amazing. But from the inside, like it will look like this, so it will look like there's a window on the inside, but I don't know, you could cover up with wall art or like curtains or something. But that's just like a little hack in case you don't have Horse Ranch and you wanted to have some shutters. Ooh, I kind of like the blue on it. It's kind of nice, but maybe also this green isn't half bad. And then if I have like the white, it looks like they're kind of connected a bit. I literally just said I was going to use the Horse Ranch ones, but now that I reminded myself of this trick, I'm like, oh, maybe I should use it. So I could just bring it down a smidge. I think it looks better when like the white kind of lines up like that. Yeah, and then that's also maybe another instance where this window could be better because it would line up like perfect. But I don't think it bugs me enough to switch that up. So if that's the case, I really want a green door then. If I'm gonna have green shutters, I need a green door. But which doors are the correct green? I mean, that one's kind of close. Maybe I take this and make it like a beige instead. I guess I could use Horse Ranch as well because they've got some more like weathered looking ones. Ooh, I actually really like that. Yeah, because I don't think I want this house to feel like too dark. I definitely want it to feel like, you know, lighter. Ooh, but I actually like the dark roof. That could be nice. Ooh, what if I did a green roof and then it like matches the shutters? Is that too much? Is that too much? Maybe I'll just get rid of that for now. So what color? Interesting. I could do gray windows. No, I'll just stick with the white for now. Is this like the dingiest looking one I can get though? Because I don't want it to look dark, but I wouldn't mind it still looking dingy. Oh, I could use like this one. And then it's still white, like the reference photo. Could I give it some darker features maybe? Let's try the blue like on this color scheme and see what we think. Oh goodness, not that door. Not that door. I don't mind the blue, but I think maybe I'll try and go with green for now, just for a little bit of difference. And I also don't like this slab up here because it's like the sidewalk slab, so I think I want brick. Ooh, maybe like a different tiled driveway could be good, but the other ones all have the same one, so I guess I'll just keep it again to be consistent because I want this neighborhood to feel very united. In terms of the tile or brick for up here, maybe I'll just do like this brown brick again. Okay, now that I have the brown brick there, I'm thinking that actually it could fit pretty nicely here because it comes with like this green trim which matches the door and the brick matches, so I'm thinking that could probably be a good cohesive element. Also, I'm wondering if maybe for terrain I could like, oh my goodness, I could bring it up a bit, maybe like, wait, I'm trying to adjust the size, not the height. Okay, maybe if I put it like there, so that maybe you can walk out a bit easier into it. Are these getting raised though? A little bit. Do I mind it? Maybe not too much actually. But I think I want this part to be a bit smoother. Have a transition. Is this one harsh over here? And then like your Sims can walk down into the garage. There's definitely going to be a door back there. But this, I actually need it to come up one and then flatten. I want it to be flush with the foundation. And then I think I'll try and smooth out on the sides here so it don't look too crazy or harsh. Like I want it to feel as natural as it can. It's always a bit difficult to make terrain look natural in The Sims because like everything's flat, and then they added terrain tools in like a couple years ago or something. So now if you build with terrain, it just looks a little like out of place if you're not careful. But I have some terrain over here, so I think I can, you know, make it work. And then another way I can make this feel like a bit more dingy is if I take like a different terrain paint for the grass. There's like this really deadish looking one which I've used over here, or I could use the one that's like no grass or like very patchy grass, if you will. Maybe can I do some of that like up here? I don't like to just go like straight all in like that. I just like to do little touches here and there, so that's what I'll do, especially on areas like this tree and stuff where it probably don't get much sunlight. So I'll just like add some of this, and then maybe some of this like deader looking one as well, just for a bit of variety and to give that more like, you know, rundown feel. Like their priority is their music, not their yard, so that's what I'm thinking. And then I mean, it's looking pretty bland, so I'm thinking I'm gonna need like a pillar or something. But what pillar to use? I can't keep using the werewolves one, even though I want to. I love it so much, but I can't keep using that. I gotta switch it up. I need some variety. I could go with the green pillar. Have it go like this. And then maybe I do put a fence in between here. Which fence? I could do this white one. Pretty generic, but I think that kind of suits this house. And then maybe if I do something like this. Did I just try this earlier? I actually can't remember. If If I did, I do apologize. Oh, maybe that could be a solution for it, because I don't like how like these bits stick out like that. So I'm just kind of wondering how I could solve that. Is that as low? Yeah, that's as low as it can go. Can I bring this up? And that's gonna be too high. So my other option is to drag it back, but that looks a touch goofy. So once again, I'm back to square one. I can't tell how much this bothers me. Let me just see if I like make the roof tile match. It's not the greatest thing that I've ever done. Maybe if I just like, oops. Maybe if I just take this and build a ceiling. And then, I don't know, put this up here. Then what if I put like, I draw a fence up here and we see how that looks. Huh, that actually, I don't hate that actually. I don't hate that. I'm wondering if I need more of like this brick one though. Ooh, I think that's a bit heavy. What else could I use? There's like this daintier one, but I feel like maybe that doesn't make too much sense for this build. I'm gonna try this one, but like with, I don't know, green or something. So it's not as harsh. I wish it wasn't on like that one tile there, but then that looks a little silly. I just don't like how it clips into the roof, but that's okay. I also don't think, yeah, no, I don't want that. Let me see. I think gray could work pretty well actually. And then, I'm trying to think of like, would I want this to be up here in terms of flooring? I don't know if I want like just concrete, because that's maybe like maybe it looks a bit unfinished. I feel like brick up here probably does not make too much sense. I'm also wondering if maybe I could put like, I don't know if this is gonna make the house look too big, but maybe if I put like could raise this and put a bump out on the top. I don't know how many Sims are gonna be living here. I guess it will depend on the space. I was kind of envisioning like 2, maybe 3 if I push it. But that might be a bit too much. Let me try like, okay, that might look a bit wonky, but I don't want this to be too tall. But then I was thinking like if I did that, then I could have like your Sims be able to come out this window, but I actually don't think that that would work. Unless I do it like this. But now I think like I'm making the house a little bit bigger than I kind of wanted. If I bring that up 1, it should be fine. And then I could maybe bring this up a bit. And that looks a bit better. And then your Sims can like climb out of this window and escape. Although I envision this being like 3 young adults living here. Like I don't know who needs to escape from their own house. But I don't know, maybe there's some like crazy storyline, like one Sim cheated with another Sim's partner and they had to like sneak them out the window. That would actually be kind of a fun gameplay idea, but like IRL, I don't support that. Do not take that as me supporting that. Okay, I don't think that it's terrible, but I don't know if I love it. Also, I kind of like to do like a couple of different window variations throughout the house just to make it feel not so boring. So I'm going to try and do that. I feel like that window could be kind of nice there, but then that defeats the purpose of them being able to climb out. But I could put like a trellis here or something. Okay, let me try like this one, and then if I just have to make sure that this is like a room so that your Sims could actually like step out. I don't think it should glitch with the roof, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe there should be wood up here actually. Like, maybe like, I could use this wood from Cats and Dogs, or just like a, oh, I'll just use this Great Base Game one instead. I think that don't look too bad. Okay, so I could alternatively put a door up here as well. I don't know if that lines up with the, ooh, almost. It almost does. I think I do want to keep this bump out up here because I feel like this could be a cool bedroom situation if it's kind of like a loft, or maybe like, yeah, maybe like all the living room stuff is down here and then the bedroom's upstairs. But I'm actually thinking that the back is probably gonna need a bump out of some sort, because like just building in that flat square seems really boring to me. And so I'll probably make this bathroom here. That's typically what I do. I just build a bunch of boxes and then go from there. But usually if I do a bump out that's like a 2x3, that always ends up being the bathroom. But maybe I'll switch it up this time. Who knows? I'm wondering if maybe it'd be nice. What the heck? Oh, I was like, where did my roof go? But I just completely stole it instead of duplicating it. That's my bad. I want these to be matched up though, because I don't like when roofs are on the same, like, you know, they're both facing this direction, but then one's a bit flatter than, well, I was gonna say I don't like that, but honestly that didn't bother me too much, but I'm gonna go with them lined up for now. I just don't like that then cuts off some of this window. So I'm gonna try and maybe bring it down a bit. Oh, but then you see the, okay. This is a whole bunch of trial and error. Let me attempt this. Okay, that looks goofy when the roof is covering it. Maybe I take a half-gabled roof, rotate it. Wait, but then I'm back to square one, aren't I? With like the weird kind of clipping situation. Maybe I put it like, bring it in. No, don't like that. Oh, but actually on this side it's okay because I can get it to, you know, cut into the wall here, and then like this, the chimney, that's what it's called, and then it doesn't bother me too much. But then, okay, I don't mind this. I know like the window's right here, but in real life you'd probably have to step on your roof if you really want to get out, so I'm just gonna keep it. And how else could I fix this? Could I like do it like this? There's no nice way to hide it. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna bring this chimney in like this. Okay, this is like the oddest chimney shape I've ever done. I don't know why I would do this to myself. Let me see. Okay, maybe I can do it like that. It's a little less weird. I'll obviously have to drag this over and then find a new chimney to put in there. But that's okay, because then I can go with something like a little bit more grand or noticeable. I always like using this Cats and Dogs one. I feel like it's such a nice looking chimney. But for this house, maybe I'll do this one. What I'm going to do is delete the floor here, and then I'll take this and just bring it up using Ctrl 9 or Command 9 if you are on Mac. Just going to do it a little bit so that this trim kind of is above the trim of the wall, and then I'll make the wood match. And I also need to make the wood trim white or this off-white. I think the off-white kind of matches better. I don't know if this chimney looks goofy now though. I'm kind of wondering, maybe if I have the chimney instead go like this, and I have it so that like that roof piece goes here. Oh, also I have to change the roof tile on this because it's not supposed to look like that. Okay, actually I prefer that, so I'm gonna go with that, and then that way the roof goes into that and it doesn't look as goofy. And then I also always put like the brick on the inside as well, just for consistency, and also do it on the floor. So I'll take this brick and I'll just put it on all of these. Okay, And then back to finding a chimney. I might actually use this one tile chimney instead, because I think it comes in a swatch that matches the brick that I'm using a little bit better. Yeah, I like that a bit more. So okay, so that's kind of the chimney situation. This house is looking a lot different than I kind of anticipated. Hopefully you guys still like it and don't mind the changes I've made, but I think I'm actually going to get rid of that window there because it feels a bit excessive. Too many of those windows. Too many. And then maybe I'll go ahead and put in this green, the green shutter one. Maybe like that. Just the base game one. Now I'm starting to wonder if there's too much green. And then also to kind of fix like this unfinished edge here, I'm going to go ahead and click on this here and then go to exterior trims, try and find one that matches. Okay, there's that. Or I'm thinking maybe the columns don't need to be. Okay, so it's actually been about a day since I did that last recording. I took a little bit of an in real life break, but it was no kind of break for you guys. But now that I'm looking back at this with kind of like fresh eyes, I'm realizing that I kind of want to get back to the original color scheme. So the door is actually like boarded up because this house looks like abandoned or something in the reference, but it's kind of like this wooden color here. So I think I want to bring that back. And then I'm thinking, because there's like, it actually has dark shutters, so I could do like this dark brown, but I do like the addition of green. It's just not quite the right shade for me. So I'm thinking that I could go with just like a white window there, and then instead of using like the base game shutter hack I was talking about, I'm thinking that I will probably go with like these the Horse Ranch expansion ones, because I can still get the green but in a much darker swatch, so I kind of get the best of both worlds. So I'm gonna go ahead and scale that up with tool mod, because if I do it like here, I'll show you for a little bit of an example. If I go ahead and size it up with the right bracket key, it's obscenely large, so I'm gonna get a bit more of a specific size if I use the tool mod. And really the way I do this is I will just like mess around with whatever numbers and see what works pretty much. I honestly don't hate this. These shutters are like slightly smaller than the window, but I feel like that's kind of common in real life, but maybe I'll try the shutter in a slightly different one. So I think I just did 1.3, so now I'm gonna try like 1.5 and see how that looks. Although I feel like that's if I, oh no, I guess that's still smaller. Ooh, yeah, actually I think 1.5 is better, so we'll just go with that. But yeah, when it comes to tool mod, like I literally just completely wing the numbers I punch in until it looks right. There's no real method to my madness. I think it just kind of comes with having used it so often, is you just you'll get a better sense of it as you go along. But yeah, so also instead of doing this, I just recently figured out how to you know, copy things with the tool mod. So it's alt shift and then you just click somewhere. So alt shift click, and then it'll just spawn in like the same size that you had, or like with the same tweaks that you made to it, if that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I definitely am liking that a lot more, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. And then I'm thinking that maybe instead of these shutter windows, I go with something else, because like I have these ones, so I can either add the shutters or just go with something a bit more simple. Also, I now have iced coffee with me today, or an iced latte, I should say. So if you hear like some ice clinking or like a straw and a bit of silence, I'm taking a sip. So I could do, I don't want to use only the high school windows, so I'm thinking maybe I could go back to using those, like the base game ones I know I had talked about. I mean, that one could work, excuse me, but I'm not sure it's quite the right vibe. Where did the base game one go? Okay, well, we have these ones, which I always love. Those are like one of my favorite windows in the whole game. Even though they're just like base game, they're just like so simple but perfect. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit visually impaired at the moment because I cannot. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is the one I was trying to find. But I guess the matter is like what color I'll put it in. I could do like more of like the gray window, and then it definitely has a bit more of that rugged feel. So maybe we'll try that for now. Although I guess it's already in the all gray swatch. My mistake. Okay, yeah, we'll try that, and then I'm gonna switch the pillars to just being like white, I guess. In the reference photo, it looks like the fencing is actually metal, so I'm gonna see if I could actually like find something that I might enjoy a bit more. Like this is too detailed, I think, but more in the correct vein. Ooh, this could actually be perfect. The atomic fence. Swear I've like never used this before. Oh, I kind of like that. It's definitely a bit more intricate than what the, you know, the reference is showing me, but I don't know, I kind of like it. It really reminds me of the fencing I had on my porch at my old house, so I might be a bit biased and kind of nostalgic, but I think I'll go with that for now because I don't know. I think it kind of works. Yeah, I'm enjoying that, so I'm gonna stick with that. And then I guess with this kind of basic layout, I guess I need to add in the rest of the windows. I was gonna say we can move on to landscaping, but I realized that I don't have all the windows down, so I could do something like this where it's kind of 3 along the place, or I could do like this. I guess it'll kind of depend on the floor plan. Usually I put down windows in whatever format I think kind of like whatever I think suits the exterior, and then when I do the interior and like the floor plan and stuff, I kind of tweak things if I need to. Like if I want to put a wall right where the window is, then I will, you know, adjust accordingly. But I'll just get some kind of general sense right now, and then we can go from there. So I'm just gonna put these shutters on the top part of the house. Okay, I like the gray on the front here, but I don't love it so much on the side when like the light's dark, but I guess the light changes, right? So it's not too bad. We'll just stick with it for now, but I think I should bring this in just a touch more. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then in terms of the back, okay, I put down this tree, but now I can't like see what I'm doing with the back here, so I might have gone about that very poorly. Okay, now I think the roofs match up a bit better, and then ooh, I like that one down there actually. I don't mind that. I reckon we'll probably need like a back door, huh? So that your Sims can actually get out of the house and not have to go all the way around, because I do want like a path to go along here, kind of from the back of the garage. Say I did like this garage door, and then I feel like a sliding glass door is pretty fitting for this house. Let's try it in that same like brown swatch, or actually no, let's try the gray for now and then we'll see. And then my vision was kind of, if I just take like, I don't know, a random terrain paint, that it would connect like this. It's kind of maybe a little less, yeah, I like a bit more, a more natural look for that. I don't know if this is the tile I want to use, but you can at least see the pathing I'm talking about. And then I don't know, maybe I can put some kind of like pool here. In you can see over here in my BFF Reno house that I made this like above ground pool that I really like, and I'm kind of want to add it here, but I'm not sure I have enough space, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I'm wondering if like this bump out should be brick or something, just for a bit of interest, but I'm gonna decide against that. Let's just get in some more windows. I don't know if I really want to have one here or not. I could do the base game one up here maybe. But then like this part looks kind of weird, so I'm wondering if I should bring like this roof over and maybe add it above the door, and then I can kind of make like a bit of a patio situation potentially. Let's see how this looks though, because I don't love like how these roofs are aligned. I could move this building over one and maybe solve a bit of that problem. Ooh, I'm also realizing I kind of like the off-centered look that I have when I do this, but maybe I'll try something like this actually, where it's just off-centered. I'll definitely adjust those windows, don't worry about that. But yeah, I like that that gives a bit more breathing room to the garage there. I don't know why I'm kind of struggling with the roofing today. It's not going the best, I would say. Like, I don't like how that part's looking. I don't know how much I could shorten it down though. See, then that just looks kind of goofy. So I think it's probably a bit better if I drag it all the way to the part there. Maybe I just need to bring that up. Oh, is that all I need to do? Because honestly, that looks, to me at least, that's looking like a bit more acceptable. I could put like a column up here. What variety? I'm not too sure. I don't know if I want to do the horse ranch one. But like maybe I just need something super simple like this get together one. I think it's so silly that the only like simple like column that we have is from an expansion pack. Like this should be such a base game item, just like a simple square column, because we literally do not have that in base game. We have this like weird rounded one, or like, you know, this one or this one, but like anyone that could be like square or whatever has like some weird detailing to it, when all you need is this. It's like, why is it not just a base game item? I think that that is so goofy. But anyways, yeah, maybe I'll actually end up changing. Oh, that lighting is so beautiful on this house. Oh my gosh, that's actually like stunning. Should I build like this right now? It's so beautiful. Okay, for consistency's sake, I'll leave it on the afternoon, but I'm thinking that maybe I should switch up the columns to maybe be gray instead of white. But I'm not sure which I should do that with. Like, I guess I could just use these basic ones as I was just talking about, but I didn't know if I wanted maybe these to have a bit more interest going on, I guess. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put it back to being the gray swatch on that, and we'll see how that goes. Also, that for some reason got shortened. Okay, yeah, I think that will do a lot better. And then we'll just do this. And in terms of fixing this clipping, maybe I'll bring in that side of it. Can I bring in this side? Ugh, I just don't like that weird gap. Maybe if I do it like this and then shrink it in one. Wait, what the heck? I don't even know where my roof just went. Okay, that looks janky. So not loving that. Wait, if I bring that up and then I bring it down, maybe down one more. Okay, problem solved. The roofing is fixed. Crisis averted. Nobody panic. But I'm gonna try and add like, can I add the roof trim here? I guess that doesn't really count. Can I put it there? I can put it there. Don't really think I want it there though. I also think that maybe I would like this there. And then I need to actually like build up this, like I have to place a roof here, or room piece there, so that I can continue the trim there. And then I'll have to do the same on the other side. And I will match the floorings, don't worry. Like this. Except now that I placed that, I can't actually see it. So I'm gonna drag it. Well, I actually can't drag it out that way, but I'm gonna drag it this way. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the trim and put it there. And then I'll drag the roof piece back out. Okay. It's looking a bit more suitable now. Yeah, okay, it's coming together. I'm not sold on these windows here, but again, like, I'll fix it when we get to the floor plan. Oh, should I? Maybe I should just bring, like, this whole bit here just right across. And we can do it a little bit like that. Bring this back down. It's really a bunch of like fiddling with this game. I'm wondering if like actually I want it to come up a bit more just to kind of fill up that white space, since I can't really put a window there. Like I could, but it wouldn't make much sense because it's not going to be peering into anything. So we'll go ahead and raise it a bit, and then maybe I'll put this little deck situation here and continue the platform outwards. But I guess now that I'm not doing the oh well, I was gonna say, now that I'm not doing the green shutter thing, like I might change the flooring, not the flooring, the foundation. But I actually think that maybe it's okay if it's a slightly different shade. This door though is kind of bugging me. Is that a better swatch? Maybe. Really, who's to say at this point? Okay, and then what else am I missing? I'll have to change the roof there. It's kind of really weird doing like a long play when like I feel the need to make it organized for you guys so you can kind of understand what I'm actually doing, but I find that kind of difficult because I build in such I don't know, like there's not always a method to the way I build. Maybe I think I just feel a bit more sporadic today because you know, I took a break from when I did my last recording, and now I'm not sure like where I had left off, and like I've come back with fresh eyes, so I have the urge to change everything. But yeah, hopefully it's like easy enough for you guys to follow along, or at least still enjoyable, even if it's you don't really understand what's happening right now, which I would totally respect and understand. But when it comes to doing chimneys like this, I usually try and pick like one of these like metal sheet roofs or this like concrete roof, just whichever one kind of blends with the brick a bit better. Ooh, honestly, that's ooh, I kind of really like this with the cute little shutters, or not shutters, shingles. Wait, that's actually really adorable. What if I did it in green? I feel like that doesn't really suit the neighborhood though, so yeah, this is the only issue with taking a break, is that when I come back I have the urge to change literally everything about this house. And what's funny right now is that I have a build in mind that I was going to do in the horse ranch world, and it honestly is like this exact color scheme and stuff, so I'm gonna try and like stray away from that because I still want to use that build, but I don't want to have it look too similar. So you know, I'm gonna make sacrifices to this one for the sake of the other one. Also, my window just completely disappeared on me when I did something. Don't know what I did to remove it, but okay, I'll go ahead and do that, and we'll just do a little check. Okay, so now we need to fix this and also add a roof trim on here. I'm gonna keep the scallop roofing for now because I feel like it can kind of pass as brick if you squint. It's got like the same small pattern, I guess, that makes it feel a little bit more united. And then I think the brick I went with was kind of brown. Maybe we could do like this one, or maybe I'll stick with the kind of off-white to match this, but they're not really speaking to me. Okay, I'll go with this one, and I can always change it later. Let me just try one more time with like a sheet metal and see how it kind of looks. I could do like the red sheet metal, but again, don't know if I'm sold on that. That's not the worst I've ever seen. Don't love that one. Don't love that one. None of them are kind of like in the correct swatch of the brown, and it's kind of bugging me. But I feel like this is probably the closest one for now. Not that it like matches entirely, but I feel like it does the trick okay for now. So I think that that's kind of good for the shell of the house. I'll go ahead and put, oh, actually, I guess I should use the brick. I'm gonna use the brick on this part here and add in some stairs, and then we'll go from there. So in terms of stairs, I'll definitely use these brick ones that kind of match the rest of the house. And I actually need to put these on the front as well because the gray is not correct. Oh, It's gonna let me fix it. Okay, there we go. And then maybe I'll do it. Actually, on this one, I think I'll maybe leave it the gray brick instead because I feel like it kind of matches the reference photo better. Honestly, I feel like the Jungle Adventure ones could be perfect if I had them in the lighter swatch maybe. Okay, it doesn't directly match that. Maybe, honestly, the season ones work pretty well for like how this house looks. And then I'm kind of wondering if maybe I go back to like a white foundation because that's kind of what the house looks like. It doesn't really have a foundation, but if it did, like it looks like it would be this white one. Ooh, I could do the white with the green. I'm so sorry for how much I'm like flipping back and forth, but you know, this is the reality of building for me, so you know, I don't want to like stage anything because that's not fun for me. And I don't know, it's probably not fun for you, though you wouldn't really know if I was staging it, I guess. But yeah, this house is turning to be a lot more cutesy than I was originally going for, but I don't know, sometimes that's nice. I could also do like this stone. Okay, but I feel like that's really not the vibe. Okay, what if I tried a gray okay, here we go. We're gonna go with this gray foundation for the time being. Once again, I can always change it if I don't want to keep it the way it is. But for now, I'll keep the brick one on the chimney though, because I think that probably makes the most sense. All right, and then I guess if I'm switching out the brick, I might as well switch out the flooring. Is that okay with me? I kind of like the brick flooring still, if I'm honest. But okay, well, we can try this maybe and see how we feel about it. And I guess I'll need some like pillars. Oh, I'm gonna put pillars on the whole exterior of the house. Oops, just to ground it a little bit more. I don't know if ground's the right word, but just kind of add a bit more elements to it so it doesn't feel maybe as bland. And we'll go ahead and do that, and I think I'll just repeat the fencing on the back here. Okay, I switched it to like this grayish swatch, but it actually, oh, here we go, this is so much better because this actually looks far too brown, but this one, if you look up close, is more of like a stone kind of feel, so I think that's probably pretty good. Ooh, I could continue it up on the top here. I don't know if I love it, but I don't think I hate it. Okay, I'll keep the low one for now, and then we'll see. But also, in order to make this like functioning window have a purpose, I'm gonna try and put in that trellis thing that we got from high school years. So that your sim actually has a way to get down from the balcony. I don't know which is the one I use. So we have this one, we have the medium one. How does it work? Someone tell me how it works, because I dare say I'm a bit confused. Oh, can I put it here and then like your sim can climb down it? Okay, we might have to do a bit of play testing because, you know, I'm not sure how this thing functions still, but maybe we can do something like that. Ooh, I really like just having the ivy there, so maybe I'll take this cottage living little leafy stuff. I don't think I want the wisteria per se, because that's giving a bit more cottage. I want like this stuff here, but I'm actually gonna get rid of that piece, and we'll just kind of work with this one. Maybe if I go like that. Ooh, I think some up here could be really good. Like, yeah, I like that. I like that. And what else could I do? I just feel like this white spot here is really blank. Maybe I could put a bench of some kind up there. You know, because I feel like it'd probably be like a hangout spot. Ooh, I kind of like that. But, ooh, I could give them the little green seeds. That's kind of cute. I'm purposely making them a little bit off-center, by the way. That's not me being blind to the fact that they are completely not aligned. But what could I... Ooh, I like this metal one. I think that's kind of nice. Okay, we'll try this for now. And then I think that I kind of want to move on to landscaping. I realized that this garage is not complete though, so maybe I should finish that first. Wait, why does that not match up? Okay, that should fix it. Before I forget, actually, I feel like I should put a car in this driveway. Dare I make it a 2-car household? I don't know if that makes the most sense given, like, you know, what did I say? I think I said they're supposed to be like up and coming musicians. And if they have 2 cars, I feel like they gotta be a little bit wealthy. I'm trying to find a car. Okay, here we go. But I could do like this. They're a 2-car household. They got 3 Sims, 1, 1, and 1. I think we'll go for a 2-car. Maybe one of them has like a cool older looking car. Oh, there's my sim again. I kind of like, honestly, okay, get rid of that one because that one looks ugly. But I kind of like this selection here of cars. Or, ooh, I could give them like a green car. Or, ooh, I don't mind this red one. That one's kind of nice. Should one of them have a truck? No, I don't think so. Because then I think we're like back to that more cottagey feel, which is not the vibe that I was going for. Ooh, I could give one of them like a Jeep. Ooh, I like the Jeep because it's green. I feel like that's kind of fun. If one of them has this little Jeep and then one has this like cooler car, and then that allows for some like a nice mix of aesthetics when it comes to me making the Sims. Like I can have a bit of variety to their personalities. It's not just like 2 musicians. They can be 2 kind of, maybe they're in the same band but they have like 2 different styles. We could do something like that. But coming back to the garage, I want to maybe switch up the window situation because I feel as though it worked nice when it was like one on either side, but I kind of want it to be different if it's gonna be off-centered. So I could use like this cottage living so that it fits a bit better with the brick, but I'm not sure if that's entirely the right call. Maybe I just take one of, actually, yeah, and then I'm just gonna take that base game window, and then if I take a light, like a little sconce light, and if it's like an outdoor light, I like this one. That's really cute. Or it could be green. Actually, we'll make it green to match that. Wait, I think that's really cute. Yep. It's very simple, but I think it's nice. I'm not thinking that they would be flower box people. I think that makes the house look too cutesy, which is, again, not the vibe I was going for. So we won't do anything like that. I actually am gonna go, oops, I just placed something. I'm gonna go into the paintings and I'm going to take this, where is it? This werewolf one. It's just like, oh, it actually cost $0, which is pretty cool. But I'm gonna add in some like scuffs to the outer wall so that it looks a bit more run down. So maybe I'll do like this crack one here. And what else do we have? The peeling wall is maybe better for the inside. This could definitely go like behind the shutter. Although that's supposed to be more paint. Maybe I do like, okay, we have this one. We have this one. That one I just used. Those are all scratches. I don't mind this like on the window, which I will have just used in the most recent speed build I posted, or at least it should be most recent, depending on when I finish this and get it uploaded, I suppose. But maybe I could raise this up. I know it's supposed to be like kind of lifting wallpaper and whatnot, but I do quite like it, so I'm just gonna use it because I feel like it adds some much needed character to the house. So we're gonna go with that. And I don't think this one probably doesn't make much sense because that's for like stones and stuff. So we'll just stick with the werewolves one. And yeah. And then in a garage, I don't usually see many windows in a garage, but I think since this is going to be their band space, and I personally wouldn't want to play in like a room that has no windows, so I'm going to add in some. But if I'm thinking back to like what my garage was like, it didn't really have windows except for at the back. So I'm just gonna, make some stuff up with this one because I feel like it needs it. I'm actually wondering though if instead of using these base game ones that have a bit of like molding to them, I'm wondering if maybe I use the high school ones instead, which just look very like plain and a bit more cheap, I guess. So not so much cheap, but just like simple. We'll just do maybe one window on the side, and then again I'm trying to work around this tree, which is a little bit frustrating. And then maybe we'll do it like that. I'm hoping that's in the center, but really I can't tell because of that tree and I'm too lazy to move it. So then we'll do it like this, and I think that's probably good. So I could actually bring the pathing like this, and then I wonder, could I put the stairs here? Compatible with, I don't know where I could put the stairs. Could put is it not gonna let me put them anywhere? It's kind of weird. What if this is like this and then this? Can I put them this way? No, I cannot. Why can I not? I feel like that's odd. Why is it not letting me do that? Maybe if I lower the terrain a little bit, then I could. What's this? Or use this flat. Nope. I feel like the whole point of the terrain or the stairs is to like merge the two terrains. No? So at the moment I'm a little bit confused. Is it too steep or something? Make it make sense. Okay, well, you can kind of get what I'm going for here, and then I can adjust it as needed, but I will figure something out. But for now, we'll just do it like this, and then if I go on to the inside of here, oh, there is plenty of space for their activities. I'm gonna go ahead and take the garage door and duplicate it on this side so, it's consistent. Yeah, okay, that's in the center, that's in the center. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And yeah, so let's go ahead and begin the landscaping, I guess, because I feel like that's really what's gonna help make this build come together. So I'm gonna need a bunch of overgrown bushes. But where I retrieve those has yet to be found. Okay, well, this is trees for starters. I can take these, like some of the plants I see in the outside world, but really it's just gonna come down to what looks most overgrown. Like this one here. Oh, I like this grass. Oh, that's pretty good. It looks a little bit dead, which oops. Oh shoot, I just turned off something. I think that's when I turned off. And then I always like using this plant a lot. Again, I don't know what's going on with me, but it just really reminds me of like a bush I had at my old house. I like recently moved, so it's still kind of a sensitive subject for me. So I think I just feel a bit nostalgic when I see anything that even remotely resembles my old house. So okay, I do like that actually quite a bit. This grass, while overgrown, still looks a little bit too polished, so I'm gonna try and find the grass that you can see like in this neighboring house where it's kind of the little pieces of it. That one will do good. Oh, that's not a debug one though, so that's gonna cost money. So I'd like to find the debug version if I could. I just want to. Okay, that is the debug one. I guess I could take this bush again. We do have hedges, which might be nice to kind of use on the exterior here. Do I want to connect them all the way? Should it be like you have to go through the garage to get to the side? Because then I can use the bushes all the way along like that. Honestly, I kind of enjoy that. If I get rid of that, I could bring it this way one, and then go this way, and then maybe if I put a bush here. Yeah, so maybe we could do something like that to blend this edge. Okay, I'll think on it, because what I'm envisioning here is like I have the trash cans here, like on this line, but I don't think your Sims would actually be able to access that. So maybe that's not, maybe we just do something like this, and then we work with the landscaping going like this. I think these bushes could be possibly a bit too well maintained for this house, but I do like how they, you know, separate these two buildings. Ooh, I like this bush actually. I feel like I never use that bush ever, but I really like the shade of green that it is, so maybe I'll try and make that work as well. I could put it over here in this more darkly lit part of the house. And then usually the way I landscape is like, I kind of have like two bushes on the outside to frame it, and then I fill it in with like whatever kind of grasses and other foliage that I want. And I'll usually try and have like a base layer. Ooh, actually I think I'll use these darker bushes. But I usually try to have a base layer of, say, these low-lying flowers, just to kind of add some more interest and kind of like build up the area. So maybe something like that, but this looks a bit too alive, so I'm gonna try and find an alternative option, which I can usually find. Ooh, that could be pretty good for like down here, but is it okay? We'll use these pieces of grass, which are base game, I believe, and we'll just, I'm gonna shrink it down a bit, and we'll use it on like the corners and stuff, you know, for that overgrown look. Originally I thought I liked these, but now I'm wondering if they're like a bit much. Okay, we'll just try that for now. I can always add things back, so let me just see if I can find a bit more of a pale swatch of that, of these flowers. Ooh, like that could work, but maybe it's a bit too dull. That's not correct. Here we have, oh, here we go. This is like exactly what I wanted. This is from Cats and Dogs, although I swear there is like a base game version in this color. I just don't know where it is. So, oh, I like this island living grass. Oh, here we go. This is grass that I want. And this could work really well in the back. I'm gonna have to like use tool mod to, you know, lower some things because of the terrain. Because I want everything to look like it's actually sitting on a surface and not just floating, so that'll take some adjusting. But this bush is like humongous, but for some reason I can't seem to size it down. Okay, there we go. Don't know what that was about. Maybe like this size. I know this still looks pretty like prim and proper, but I'm thinking I can put some like loose grass strands around it and things like that to kind of remedy that. But I just think it'd be really nice to have like a border there. And I like the shade that this comes in. It's a nice dark green swatch, so we'll go with that. And we'll do something like this. And then maybe if I actually lower like all of these a little bit. Oops. And I'm gonna go elevate and minus 0.5 maybe? Oh, well this one certainly needs to go like even lower. Let's just go like, I'll do that again and see what happens. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then what else could I do? Oh, I have like, if I wanted to add, oops, nah, never mind. I was gonna say if I wanted to add some more foliage to the walls that I literally just deleted, I could use that base game stuff, but I don't think that that's the vibe that I quite want. I'm gonna take these bushes, which are in like collection of 3 and from cottage living, and I'm gonna lower them using the tool mod, and I'm just gonna use them to kind of outline this little corner here. Minus 0.5 maybe. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. And then yeah, I kind of want this whole thing to feel like really overgrown, as I mentioned, because that's kind of what the reference photo looks like, but I just need to find good grasses. And honestly, sometimes I pick too many foliage items and then it looks a bit overwhelming, so then I go back and delete a couple of things to kind of make it feel a bit more thought out and concise, but I'm not quite at that stage yet. I definitely do think it's looking unruly and maybe not in an intentional way, but I just haven't found the perfect blend of items just yet. So I'm gonna keep working at it, and then, you know, we'll see where it goes. In terms of flowers, I'm just not sure if I want this house to have any. I don't know, like obviously we have these pink ones there, but I don't know aside from that if there's any I want to include. Maybe if I see any that kind of come up and strike me, I'll use them. But ooh, I think this grass from, where is this from? Get Together could work really well. I need to like lower it a bunch though. I'll do this and this and this, and we'll try -1, potentially way too much. Yeah, let's try minus 0.7. I kind of like that. Okay, this definitely blends into the grass a bit better, so I think this could be really good to add that overgrown look without looking like there's too much going on. So I'm just gonna roll with that for now. Let's try, I think -1 on this one's probably okay. Could bring it down a bit. And then we'll try minus 0.4. Okay, I like that. And then I think maybe up here I can shrink it a bit and then lower it some more. This is the only part of building that I find a bit like tedious and possibly boring to watch, because you just see me input numbers until it looks right, but I think that I'm getting it relatively first try, so it shouldn't take me too long or hopefully be too boring to watch. I say that and then I completely struggle on that one. Okay, I'm gonna try and raise it a bit. Okay, that's okay, but it, oh, well, there goes all my hard work. I was gonna say it's blending onto the sidewalk a bit too much, so I'm gonna try and bring it in and then see what that looks like. Okay, we'll go with that for now. This bit here definitely needs a bit of something. I'm thinking that for starters it could use some terrain paint underneath the stone here to look like there's a bit of depth maybe. Yep, I like that. This grass just looks straight up out of place, so we'll get rid of that. These look like they could be brought in a smidge and maybe over a bit. Oh, my sim's there again. Jump scare. Okay. Now, does that look too dainty for the area with all the little white flowers? Maybe not. Maybe it's okay for now. If I shrink this bush, maybe I could put it over here as well. Not sold on that. not sold on that. Ooh, I kind of, maybe there's good. If I just lower it a little bit. Minus 0.3. That's okay. That looks a bit more grounded. Okay, again, I feel like this needs a bit more work. It needs, for sure, some of this, like, loose grass. Maybe there. And so will this fence, because this fence looks really out of place. Maybe if I just make it, like, really... but then it's probably, yep, in the garage, which is not ideal. Sometimes I get lazy, so I want to size it up so that, like, I don't have to place it as many times, but that does not always translate well, as you can see. And I think I'll need, like, another bush over here, but I'm going to want to shrink it down. Then, yeah, I just kind of like to frame the buildings more than anything. I feel like that's kind of my preferred method of landscaping. Because I just think it makes everything blend into the world a bit better and things like that. And I just try to like replicate or duplicate the like pieces around as much as I can, again, so like no piece really feels out of place. So like I think that this these low-lying flowers should maybe come over here, maybe like on this bottom bit there, and then wherever that green grass is this the one? Yeah, maybe this could come here as well, though this one you can't really see in any of my landscaping because I think I deleted it aside from that little bit there, but I think it could work pretty well over here if I just all place it there. What else could I use? I'm wondering if I want any of these flowers, but again, those ones look a bit too well kept for this build. I could, an unkempt shrubbery. That's kind of exactly what I want. Okay, it's definitely looking overgrown, but I'm not enjoying these pink flowers too much. I just think it's a bit too much. So what could I use instead? I could use like I like the color of those blue ones, but I don't like the shape of them. I could use this lavender. I kind of like that. I just don't think the two bushes should be like duplicated across from each other in the way that I usually would, because that looks too methodical, which this landscaping is not supposed to be. And also this bush looks too green to me, so I kind of want to delete that and put in something else. Maybe this one, because it looks a bit more dead, maybe. Ooh, I always loved this bush from Get Together. I'm gonna put that in there. I think that's nice. Maybe I should bring this up then, because you can't really see it otherwise. Okay. I think that's I'm on the right track now. I'd like that. Yeah, I like that there, and then maybe I can put some down there as well. I also have this bush, which you do see around like in the external areas, but it always looks like far too tropical to me, so I never really know how to make it work. But I'm gonna go ahead and lower all of these. Not too much, because they just need like a little bit of a push. Oops. I'll grab some. Okay. Minus 0.3. Oh, great. Don't even have the right thing selected. This is a disaster. Okay. Minus 0.3. Okay. Did I do it? Okay, I think I did it. I think we're good. Okay, yeah, and then you can see that like this looks so much more blended. Again, I think I need some terrain paint over here because I'm realizing now that I am kind of missing that. And I'm just gonna do like this rocky one again. This is not the usual route I would go. Like I'd usually just pick a straight up regular dirt, but I feel like the rocks are kind of nice. I feel like it just adds like a little more than just some plain dirt would. So I'll just scatter those in there. And maybe some over here as well. And then for like the sides of the house, I don't pay too much attention to them. Like I'll put some grass down here so it doesn't look completely out of place, but it's really not my concern how the sides of the house look. So, okay, that bush looks too, like this one could definitely go on the side of the house. I think that one would be a good addition. But then aside from that, I think we probably don't need too much. Oops. Mouse is taking me away. Okay, that still doesn't look like it's on the ground, so we're gonna lower it a bit more. Okay, that looks better to me. And also, like, the trees kind of cover that part of the house anyway, so I'm not too concerned with it. But I am concerned with this bit here. So what I'm gonna try and do is, I know that with cottage living and maybe some of the other packs, we have like these tiny pieces of grass that I can use to put on the edge of the border, or I could like shrink these down just so that like the tile looks more incorporated. But I just have to, yeah, like, okay, well actually that's not a small piece of grass at all, so I'm gonna go ahead and shrink that down. But maybe not those ones. Here's the grass I'm talking, well actually, is it though? Is that the grass I'm talking about? Because that doesn't look so right. Okay, bear with me. Where the heck is the grass that I want? Okay, this is the grass that I want. Thank you. Okay, here, I'm gonna get rid of that one. This is the cottage living grass. It just has like some nice little strands that you can use to, you know, blend the two together. So I'm gonna do that, and then in order to make it look more incorporated, I'm gonna put it on the side, and I have to lower it. Oh, far too much though. Oops. Okay. And then I don't know if I want any mushrooms on this build or not. Again, it might feel like too cottagey if I do that. Oh, I also have these little bits of grass from cottage living that could probably be good like over on the fence here. Maybe I'll put some mushrooms there as well. Ooh, I'll use this as well. I just like kind of putting around any random bits of grass that I can to make it feel more, you know, overgrown. Ooh, I like the shade of these horse ranch ones. So maybe I'll put a couple of those. But again, I will need to adjust the grass and stuff. This hill is making it a bit of a struggle to landscape. Oh, this high school year's grass could be good. I'm gonna try doing that and just straight up getting rid of these low-lying bushes because I don't like the little flowers in that. And honestly, that I enjoy. Okay, I'm actually really liking how overgrown this is looking, but I think that I need like a bush here or something. Something slightly taller just to bring everything together and merge like the stairs with the rest of the land. But the question is, what should I put there? We've got like those. I don't know if I want to just put like a flower bush because that feels like, why is there randomly a flower bush? I could do, I don't think they'd have that though. Oh, that's a nice collection of flowers. I want something that looks more natural. Or I guess more natural is what I'm looking for. Less pristine. However, I feel as though I'm struggling to find that. Oh, I really like these flowers that we got from high school years, like these debug ones. That looks so cute. But I don't think it suits Willow Creek. And sometimes I just wish that they weren't that purple. Like I wish we had them in various colors, you know? But you get what you get, I suppose. Oh, this cottage living grass is also really cute. I just love layering grasses in this game. Like, it's just so much fun. I don't know why, but I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Okay, still no bush for the corner though. I'm wondering if I want to add like a railing here. I think whatever fence I used, I thought there was a matching railing, but maybe there is not. Does not look that way actually, which is a bit surprising to me because I could have sworn we had it in a railing format, but I guess we do not. I don't know if I want to put just like a wooden one, but no railing might make more sense. Maybe I could put the mailbox here as kind of my tall bush. And then maybe if I need to shrink something, or could I put the pink one down here maybe? If I shrink it and then move it back and then I'll lower it with the tool mod. Maybe minus point, I don't know, 5. Okay. Okay. It could be okay. Could I put, I feel like I just need like a bit more grass in this spot though. What if I raise this up here and then lower it by like 0.5 again? Minus 0.5. Does it look like it's staying in the ground? Not quite. 0.4. Okay. Okay. Yes, I think I enjoy that. But now I feel like over here needs a bit of a bush. But which bush to put? I feel like I'm gonna put this lavender or whatever this is. Yeah, it is lavender, like down there. So you get a bit of like connection. But then actually it looks too much like, you know, each bush was diagonal from each other, which I didn't like. So maybe I'll go ahead and put this back in there. Do I like that? What about this one? That's like meant for ponds, I think. What other bushes is there? Why am I struggling so much? Don't want to use that one. Okay, what else have I used? Let's take a step back. I could take this because I like the color of this, but it just looks too manicured in certain spots. So back to square one. What's this? Bag. I don't want that. I could put this one if I shrunk it down. Maybe I'll do this size, take it and lower it. I feel like I'm gonna go by 1. And then maybe bring it over a bit. Honestly, I'd lower it even more. Okay. Ah, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna try and bring it in, and then I'm gonna lower it more. Minus 0.3. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's probably okay for landscaping for now. Once again, I can always change it if I would like to, but I kind of enjoy that for the front yard. I'm just gonna focus on the front for the time being, just to, I don't know, feel like I'm making some progress. But I kind of just had the thought that maybe if I took a wall decal, I'm not sure of what kind. Actually, I'm gonna steal this light again, but if I took a wall decal of some kind, maybe I could make it look like a house number. We have the light switch here, but there's some that are like signs, or not signs. Oh, that could be cute. This isn't what I was thinking, but like, what is this? Big achievement. That doesn't look quite right. Let me see. Can I find it? Okay, that's just a straight up horseshoe, which is again not what I'm looking for. Ooh, something I love doing in like my more rundown homes, I guess, or not even rundown, but just more like realistic homes, is I love putting a hose somewhere. But I'm thinking the hose probably makes more sense in the back. Just like that. Yeah, I like that. It's just like little details like that that make me so happy. Oh, speaking of little details, I think I need to add a drain pipe to this house. Oh, here's kind of what I was talking about. Like if I size this down, maybe I can make it look like a house number. But I'm thinking though slightly too long. So what could I use instead? Could I like shrink this down? That could maybe work, depending on what color I can put it in. Does that read as a house number though, or does it look like some kind of name thing? That's what I'm not too sure about. It's almost like I need to make the house number myself, which I probably could with Toolmod, but I'm just debating right now if that's something I want to go through right now. Maybe, what if we look at the paintings? Maybe there's some kind of like wall decal that I could use. They added these like these ones, these facility signs. Is there any kind of like number in here? It really doesn't look like it, huh? Okay, what about, I don't know, literally anything. I just want it to look like a house number. Okay, maybe I could use this cats and dogs one. I know there's like the exclamation mark, but if you like, oh, wait, stop. That actually kind of looks like perfect. If you hide the exclamation mark, it looks like it's like 316 or something like that. Okay, I actually really like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that for now. And go ahead and add in like the drain pipe or something. So let's go back and look at the wall decals. I don't know if the drain pipe is in here or if I have to look in the exterior one, but I just kind of wanted to see what was available. Well, I have these ones, which are not the ones I was thinking of, but maybe a bigger pipe would be a bit cooler. Okay, we'll do the exterior ones. The ones from Get Together is what I'm thinking of. These ones here. That's far too tall. I could do it in, I think I'll do the dark green swatch. Maybe like, I'll definitely continue it back there. Or do I just go with like the gray? Maybe the gray's good. It's like settle that way, which I think is probably good. What else could I add to the exterior to give it some more interest? Honestly, I think we're like getting pretty close to being done with the exterior. I mean, aside from like the backyard and whatnot, but in terms of the interior of the house, ooh, I would like to add a stool or something. I think, where do I find that? If I go to surfaces, is it, no, comfort, misc comfort, I believe. And I want to use, yeah, I want to use the horse ranch one. And what color? Not too sure. Maybe this dark one. And then I can kind of make it look like a little stool. And then I'd like to have it be like there's a package there. Which I can't remember where I find it in the debug menu. Ooh, definitely need a drain or two, honestly. For the sidewalk bit to, you know, blend it in, because I do that over there. Okay, I have a fire hydrant there. I'm gonna, realistically, I don't think you'd have this many fire hydrants this close to each other, but for the sake of blending it in, I'm gonna add it. And then I also would like to add another wire pole. Okay, that's the one that I have right there, so maybe something more like this one. But is this one too tall? Very well could be. Okay, maybe let's just try this one. I kind of like that. I could add like a pothole. I don't really see, oh, I guess there's literally one right there, so I won't actually do that. The bench I have right there as though that were a bus stop, so I don't want to repeat that. I could put these mailboxes. because I don't think I have them over there, or not mailboxes, they're like newsstands. I just don't want to like replicate or use too many of the same things. Maybe I'll just put like a sign here. This is like a one-way sign, which honestly should go here if we're gonna make it realistic, but well, I mean, between like the drains and the fire hydrant, like probably pretty okay for realism things. Oh, I could add this like electrical box actually. I don't really have that anywhere. So maybe if I bring these to the front. I just didn't want this wire pole to cover too much of the house, but I think that's still a pretty good shot. I like that, so we'll go with that. And what else could I add? I want to find those packages, but where are they in debug? I think. Ooh, also pipes like this could be nice to add to the walls, so I'm gonna put that there. Ooh, I wouldn't mind having like a tire or two over here. I feel like these tires are like really large though, so I'm gonna shrink them down a bit. An oil drum, would they have that? I don't know. They might have like pylons somewhere. What other things could they have? Okay, I'm not seeing the packages. I think if I go into here, yeah, there they are. Okay, I'm gonna go down a floor so that, oops, well, we can do a couple of varieties. We also have like letters and stuff, so we'll do it like this. Maybe there's like a really big one that got put at the door here. What are other like outdoor items? Maybe they had like food delivery just dropped off. Like this. Would they have a pet? They could have a pet maybe, and they store it on their food outside, but I don't know if I'm convinced. We could have some buckets outside. I need more outdoor decorations, such as, this is all like animal stuff, which only really works if I decide that they have a pet. But I don't know. I guess I could put a plant out here. That would probably make a fair amount of sense. Telescope, maybe not. Okay, let's try a plant and see how that goes. I just need a plant that looks like they would have it. I guess this is always a good outdoor plant. It's pretty like standard, I think. But where I need something to put on top of this stool now. I feel like we're kind of lacking in like outdoor decorations sometimes. I mean, we're kind of lacking like all decorations sometimes, but I feel like this one specifically. Oh, what if I put this by like the car, and it looks like they were doing like a car wash? Okay, I've had like a vision for the storyline. This house I was thinking would be empty so that like if you had the save file you can just move someone in and you don't have to evict anyone. But maybe I will put someone there. But maybe I'm thinking that like one of the people in the BFF household has like a crush on someone over here, and like I don't know, any of you remember like the Call Me Maybe music video by Carly Rae Jepsen? Is she Canadian? She might just be Canadian, so maybe you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but you can search that up, and there's like this guy washing his car and she's like singing about him pretty much, and I'm imagining that this guy is like washing his like nice car, right? And one of the people over here is like crushing on him big time. Oh my gosh, that's kind of funny. Okay, I'm gonna like roll with that storyline. I think I'm gonna make him very stereotypical, like, I don't want to say it, but like stereotypical, like bad boy kind of, just to add some like fun to the plot. And I think maybe I'll put these sports equipment out here actually. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Maybe I'll just like really lean into that and try and make it look like he's like washing his car and also repairing it. I think this car is like his pride and joy, if you will. If that's the case, I think I could take like, okay, that's a bit much. Maybe I can take this like mopping tool, and also a bucket would be nice. Maybe he was like, oh, maybe he has like one of those, you know, those like rolly things that the people lie down on so that they can work underneath the car. I'm wondering if I could mimic one of those. I just don't know with the what. I kind of have to search up a reference photo of what that would look like if I'm being honest, but I'm just gonna see if I can find anything off memory of what I think it could look like. Honestly, I'm thinking like if I just lowered this into the ground, ooh, maybe I could do this one. If I lowered this into the ground, I could raise up the car maybe. I don't know. We'll do it like a little bit like this, and we'll have it like slightly under the car. So it looks like maybe the sim would lie down and fix it, though I realized that like the sim couldn't if it's clipping like that, but I feel like you kind of get the vibe. So I'm just gonna leave it as is, I guess, for the time being, and maybe I'll switch it up later. But I'll put the cleaning supplies over here, like this, and then I'll put some more of like these little screws and stuff elsewhere. And I could also do with like a hammer and things like that. So let me just try and find that somewhere. I don't know if it would be like in Misc appliances. Maybe like a, this is like a pipe. That's, surely you need pipes on a car, right? Right? Oh, maybe he has like some water with him while he's working. And I feel like I want like a messy pile of towels. That's too much. It's a bit too much. This is a cloth rag. Ooh, that could work pretty well. He's like oiling up the car. It kind of looks not like a cloth rag. It looks like not very pleasant, if you ask me. Okay, where are all the tools though? Because I know that we have them in debug. I'm just not sure where a girl is expected to find them. We have planks of wood there. Okay, here's another bucket that I was kind of thinking could work. Maybe this is like the mop bucket. And then I've got some fish, some more fire hydrants. Maybe I put like a fire hydrant of a different color just to, you know, make everything a little more interesting. Okay, what else? Okay, so I think that maybe this is enough for like the little car wash idea. I think it might make a bit more sense for this car to be behind it, but I'm just gonna leave this car up here for now. Honestly, that'd be such a cool feature, like if we actually had cars in the game that were, you know, functional or like a legit object and not a debug item. Like I feel like the car washing activity would be so cool, but yeah, no, you get what you get, I suppose. Quickly on this garage, I'm kind of wondering if I want to put a drain pipe like on the side or something, maybe just for like a touch more. That's like going on, something like that, nothing too crazy. But honestly, I think if we do the like landscaping in the backyard, then we can probably move on into the inside, which is exciting. So I think I'm just gonna take this grass but actually I might not because it peeks through the floor, so we're gonna get rid of that. Which was we'll take this get together grass again because I think that one works pretty well. Maybe I'll bring the bush back and this cottage living grass and maybe this grass, and we'll see what we can do with that. Usually when it comes to doing like landscaping for the back, I just duplicate what I've done in the front. It's easy, it works well, and yeah, just it's nice and simple. So honestly, instead of trying to like lower all those plants because that's a bit tedious, I'm just gonna like adjust the terrain instead, because you know there's only so much lowering and adjusting I can do before I get very tired of it. So I'm gonna take the easy way this time, and I'm just gonna like lower this grass again so it looks like it's actually sitting in the earth, which it still does not, so I'm gonna fix it again. I think like, okay, well see, now that's too much. I think minusing it by 0.4 seems to be the best, and I overshot that by quite a bit, so got it like that. And then maybe, I know it's like clipping through the fence, but I just kind of want them to have a bit more backyard, so I'm gonna move that tree even though it's clipping, but hopefully it doesn't bother any of you too much. We still need, like here we've got like a big gap, so I need to like put in some grass or something. Maybe if I bring back the lavender, just to, although that might be a bit too like colorful for that spot. Maybe if I tuck some lavender in there, that could be nice. Maybe I'll take some like this grass here and see what I can do with that, just as like a bit of a backdrop, I guess. And then I kind of still need like, or it feels like I still need one little plant there, but what it could be, I'm not too sure just yet, because I've kind of used like, I don't know, all the bushes I've been using. I'm gonna put some of this dead grass down here, or not dead grass, but like these little strips of grass that is completely floating. So we're gonna, I think this one I'll do by 0.5 because it looks like it's a little bit high. That was pretty much perfect, honestly, so we'll keep that there. And is there anything like, maybe I'll take some of this grass and, you know, put it down here. If I could click it, and I think this one I'll have to lower a bit more than 0.4 though, because it was on the, like on both of these tiers. But I'm really kind of struggling to figure out how like to get the stairs to work, because I'm really, honestly really confused why they won't. I don't know, maybe I need to do it like this. Incompatible with, okay. See, my understanding is that the stairs would kind of level out the terrain, but it's looking like that's a no. So I'm so confused. Okay, I can't do that and I can't do that for some mysterious reason. But can your Sims like walk up it? That's mainly my concern, is like, if I can't put stairs there, that's fine, as long as your Sims can still maneuver it. Ooh, actually I kind of like it without stairs better anyways. That sounded kind of fake, but I promise I'm being genuine. I kind of like this path, and if they have like this little duck situation back here, I think that's kind of nice. And then I'll put like the trash cans and stuff there. Oops. I think that I'm gonna have to move this tree somehow. I just need less of the shrub over this bed, like less of the leaves. Okay, that's a bit better. And then I can still have the tree, and oh, it does clip a little bit, but I can probably put something in the corner to cover that up. Oh, there's a lot of stuff happening in here. What's going on? Okay, turns out the cottage living grass was a bit too big. And then this stuff is clipping into the wall, which I don't enjoy. And so is this. But that's okay, because those are easy enough fixes. Or at least they should be. I'll just put that one there, I guess. Yeah, I'll just cover something up for that spot. I'm wondering, is this bush too manicured? I don't know, maybe I just have the bushes fade out instead, like this a little bit. And then the grass can be like that. I don't mind that, I don't think. I'm still not sold on this bit, but I don't know. I feel like maybe I at least need to like give it a break and come back to it because, you know, yeah, I don't know. I think I just need to give it a break. But in terms of like backyard activities, I'd really think I do want to give them that pool. So I'm gonna like just do this and see what I can do. Like maybe something like this, and then if I can have, okay, see, it's doing it again where I can't put the, oh, maybe I could put this there. I kind of like that. Does it look like very weird though? I feel like that kind of suits it. Or is that just me trying to justify it? Honestly, who's to say at this point? Could I use this werewolves one? I could, but should I? I could just use like this one. I should figure out what like foundation to give it. I could make it look just like that. Just like a white, you know, standard pool, or I could make it like blue or green. What's like the most like common pool coloring on the outside? Probably white, but this makes it look like it's built into like a bit of a deck, which is oh no, that's not what I did over there. I could do that over here though. Or would they have a hot tub instead? Because like hot tub, you have like animations with it, you know? The pool is like you just swim, but the pool helps you build your fitness skills. So where would I find it? Is it in activities? Oh, also I'm broke, so I'm just gonna give my, actually there's a faster way to do this. I'm able to do this with the, I think it's the UI cheats mod, by the way. Like that's not an automatic feature in the game, but if you do want to like cheat some money, you can hit Ctrl+Shift+C, and then you can type in mother load, spelled like this, and it would give you 50 grand. So anyways, where is my hot tub? You know what? Honestly, I could probably just search it. Hot tub. Oh, hot tub. Okay. So I could do, okay. I could do the hot tub. Maybe the hot tub would be fun since there's already like a pool over here. I just don't love the look of the hot tub is all. Like it's just not my favorite thing. But you know, maybe it's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna need to like level up the terrain some more. So once again, it doesn't look like it's oddly levitating. I should probably like expand the tool because it's kind of looking funny. I'll bring it like all the way out and then I guess smooth it a bit. Something like that. Okay, on this side it looks like it's got no support, so we'll fix that. But yeah, and again, I've left it kind of askew for like, well, actually, maybe I should just have it straight on because maybe that would make a bit more sense because I don't think people, if someone came to install it, I don't think they're installing it on a slant. But could I do something with like the stone? I kind of like the green roof with the stone. Or I could just go with, oh, the brown's really cute. Or maybe I do the gray stone instead. Could that be better? Or should I do, definitely not this one actually. Or should I just do like the wood? I mean, I think I'm gonna go with the stone for now, and then we'll kind of see if I want to change it later. But I think I'll just try and go with that. And then I also think I'm gonna take some of these grass pieces again and put it around the hot tub so it looks more intentional again. And then also I think I'll put some terrain paint under it. This one I think I'll just do some dirt. Maybe the grass is a bit of a different color under there, and maybe this path is just like a gravel path. I feel like that's not bad. Should I make it skinnier maybe? Nope, that looks a little bit odd. Okay, yeah, so we can do something like that, and I'll just again put in a bit more of this like stone terrain paint around. Maybe some over there. Okay, I don't mind that, I don't think. I think I will put the bush back there. This bush, I think, is I think it's a little bit much. Wow, not the one I wanted. Maybe I'll shrink this one down and put it here instead, because I think the other one just didn't look quite right. So this spot needs like some normal grass, or I need to just adjust the terrain, which honestly at this point could be the easier option. So I'm gonna try that if the game lets me, but oh, the thing is, it's actually not the level that I want. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take this bush and we're gonna rotate it like this and elevate it, or de-elevate it. I don't know. We're gonna lower it, I think is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, something like that maybe. And then maybe I'll just bring this grass like here, and honestly I can probably bring this grass back and put it behind this bush. Okay, I think that's all right. Is there other, like, I should probably see if there's other outdoor activities I want to put it here. I definitely think I should put a grill. Oh, we can do the trash cans actually first. So what I like to do for the trash cans is I take one of the functional ones, usually like these ones, because to me they're the most realistic, at least to what I have. And so I'll usually pick it like in the blue or the black swatch, and then I'll take this debug one and put it beside it. You could have two of the trash cans, but this one's just free, so I'll do the green one beside it. And then it's kind of like, well, actually I've never done this before, but if I shrink this one down, you've got like the compost bin, and then you can put this one here, and this can be the recycling bin, and then the garbage. I don't know if how your guys' garbage system works, but this is how mine works. We have like a small one for compost, and then we have recycling and garbage in the other bin, and like in these colors too. So that makes me happy. I think I'll go with that. And then just to like give some more realism feel, I'll put like a bunch of these like old food boxes and stuff to kind of look like things that they are trying to get rid of. Ooh, kind of wondering, maybe I could like have it so that they're trying to build a car or something. That could be really fun. But you know, for lack of space, like I don't think I will, but I'm gonna keep that in mind for the future. I think I saw like the YouTuber Jessica Pye do that. She like built a single dad's workshop, I think is the video, and like she had him working on a car, which was super cool. So credits to her for that one. But yeah, that'd be a fun thing to include in one of my builds. Yeah, so I'm just gonna like scatter trash. Ooh, I like these paper ones. That's pretty nice. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that. And I'm gonna take more of this grass yet again, and I'm just gonna take like a small piece and put it on the corner there, because it's kind of bothering me that this doesn't look as blended as the other spots. So I think a terrain paint could help that as well, so maybe I'll just put some of that in while I'm at it. I'll just put it like around like that. Okay. But now that I did the trash, I can add in the grill. Would they have a janky grill like this? Or would they have maybe a more legit setup? Maybe they'd have like this. I feel like that's cute. Would it be in a color? I don't know. We'll go with this one. And then I think maybe I'll put like a little seating area up here in case they wanted to eat, and I'll maybe push the door that direction. I'm gonna take the outdoor light again and just put it beside the door, or above the door actually. And then I'm gonna get an outdoor dining table. I kind of like the idea of using these. I just feel like these always kind of look like, well, if you use like the flamingo patterns, I feel like they look like very secondhand, and like they kind of just found whatever they could. So I feel like those could be fun, or I always like using these ones, but I fear that I may have done that on the other side. What did I do? Oh, I did like a mix over there. Or I could do these foldy ones. Let me see what table I want to use, and then maybe go from there. I feel like this is a pretty, but that's not that's an end table though. That's not like a dining table. So I have a bistro table, or oh, we could use this one actually. I do quite like that one. Oh, this is a patio table. Wait, so is that? Wait a minute. Okay, let me do, could just do like a generic round table. I guess this one looks pretty like outdoor to me, so maybe I'll go with this instead. And then I don't know, would they have the flamingo pattern? I don't know if it's very them, but I think it's fun. Maybe I'll do this blue flamingo pattern. Oh, but it's not even like a, or is this not a dining room table? Okay, well now I'm just getting confused, so I'm gonna go back into this menu and work from here because I feel like I just got bamboozled. See, but it doesn't look like any of the outdoor tables are in here, so now I'm just confused. Well, this is definitely an outdoor table, but it's pretty bougie for this household, I think. So, goodness. All I need is an outdoor table. Okay, this says it's a patio table, but nothing snaps to it, so that's not what we want. Is this a table? Okay, here we go. Here we go. This one is not a dining room table. Ooh, this one is though. Okay. This is a bit more in the color scheme that I just had with that other table that turned out to not be a dining table. So we'll try this. And maybe I'll put it in, I think I use these chairs on the front though, so I don't know if I want to use them in the back as well. I don't think I could fit, no, sadly I can't. I was gonna hope to fit like a, what is this? A picnic table. There we go. But I don't think it's gonna fit. Maybe they're not like the main hub for, you know, hanging out in the friends and stuff. Like I think maybe they, the BFF household usually houses people. So it's probably okay if they just have like 1 or 2 seats. Yeah, so I'll give them these seats actually. Maybe in this darker swatch, and then honestly I'll do it like this and just put it in the corner. And then, or then they can't like look at anything, and that bugs me a little bit, so maybe I'll put it in the, like this. Yeah, I prefer if they could like look out into the view, and that should be functional. So yeah, and then maybe in the corner I'll just put another plant, and it's maybe something, maybe I'll put that, there's something we got from the backyard stuff pack that's got like napkins and ketchup and mustard and things like that. And if I can find that, I will put that on the outside table. Like we have this one from Horse Ranch, but that's too classy, too well organized for what I'm envisioning. Where is that backyard stuff one? Okay, well we have this base game one, but that one's got like a menu, which I don't necessarily want. Where did it go? I've literally seen it so many times. Sometimes this game just bugs me because like I will literally scroll past a thing so many times when I'm building other houses and be like, oh, I want to use that, but it doesn't fit the house. And then when I try and find it, literally can't find it. But maybe that's not the game's fault. Maybe that's me. But I'm feeling visually impaired again. Okay, take 2. Let's try going into this one and see what we can find. We've got this. I feel like they would have like a megaphone outside. Don't ask me why, but I just think that's kind of their vibe. What is this? Not something I need. Maybe we could use the snack thing, but I really just want that backyard stuff one. Please let me find it. Gardening tools. Not quite what I'm looking for. The thing is, like, I would totally search it, but I don't know what to search. Like, I don't know what the name of the item is. Okay, you know what? Because I feel very committed to finding this, I'm gonna go decorations, and I'm gonna go ahead and search by pack. And I want backyard pack. Mask, clutter. Oh my god, I literally knew it was in this one. But alas, I could not find it, so it's whatever. Not even upset about it. Okay. Let me just jump down so my menu stops doing that. Okay. Why does this look like humongous though? I'm sorry. If we just compare this to the base game one, why does it look literally massive? Okay, I swear this salt shaker is like the size of my Sim's head. So we're just gonna go ahead and shrink that down with the left bracket key because that is like obscene. And then let's pick a cute little color swatch. I like this one, I think. Yeah, we'll go with that for there and their megaphone, and then I need something for in the corner. A skeleton, perhaps? Perhaps? Maybe if I go into statues I can find something, because I feel like they wouldn't have like the I just don't think they'd really care for plants. Not that they don't like them, just that they are unable to take care of them. But I do think something like this, I think they would have something like this. I don't know why, again. I feel like they just like collect odd things. I feel like that's kind of, I'm envisioning like 2 male Sims live here, and I feel like that's kind of like a, seems like a common thing, like when guys just collect random things to furnish their house. Not to like generalize everyone or things like that, but it seems fitting for the Sims I have in mind. Okay, hopefully that's functional. If not, I guess I could do it like this, but you know, we'll just put it like this for now. Their little megaphone in the corner. Okay, so I think that that's probably good for the outside. Maybe we need a lamp out here too. Maybe I want a mat actually quickly before we move on to the inside. Could do, I know this is supposed to be like a dog food mat or a cat food mat, but I kind of want to use it for the outside. Maybe if I can put it in like that. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and go with that for the outside. I think that looks pretty cute and good. I'm really liking this car wash idea. Okay, now that I'm looking at it a little bit more, I'm kind of thinking that I might want to switch up the siding of this house because I'm feeling like it looks a little bit too rustic and less suburban. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe I do this white skinny siding, like the really thin slats, or I could go for like another base game one with the thicker like planks of wood, I guess. If I could find it in a white swatch. I guess there's this one. So this one's a little bit more accurate to like the horse ranch one, but like with a bit less grime, I guess, and kind of more definition. But honestly, I'm leaning a little bit more towards this like really thin siding. So I think we'll go ahead and use that on the exterior instead of the horse ranch one. Just because I also think it like suits Willow Creek a bit better and like the houses that I have in this world so far, because most of them have like this siding of like this base game siding, I guess, which you can like see over there, and things like that. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. But I think that's gonna be it for this episode of the long play, I guess. So this will just be the exterior. And if you guys want to see the interior, please let me know. I mean, I'm gonna post it regardless if I'm honest, but yeah, that's it for the exterior of this house. I will have the interior uploaded hopefully not too long after this, but I'll have to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and either had a good sleep while listening or were productive or got some good building done, whatever it was that you needed to do as you watch this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this format, please make sure to let me know in the comments below. And this build will be on my gallery when it's complete, which isn't quite yet, but when it is, it'll be up. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go now, and I hope to see you in the next build. Bye guys.